In this video, we are going to study the spectra of sodium atom. So, the sodium atom, as you know, it is an example of the one valence electron system. It is an example of one valence electron system. So, it is an alkali metal and it has only one unpaired electron. So, that last electron in 3s orbital, that is the unpaired electron. Therefore, the spin quantum number or the spin related to this valence electron s is equal to half, and therefore multiplicity is 2s plus 1 according to this formula. 2s plus 1, if you substitute s is equal to half, it will be 2. So therefore, by using this particular s value for this unpaired electron, you can find out the spectral term for sodium atom. So for different sublevels, you can find out the spectral terms. So these spectral terms, they are listed in this particular table. So you can see here for L is equal to 0. Now S is half itself because that last electron has been half. So S value is half and L value, so for S sublevel it is 0. So you can find out the J values by using the formula L plus S up to L minus S. So L is 0, S is half, so L 0 plus half, that is half. So only one possible value of J, and since L is equal to 0, you can use a letter capital S to represent the spectral term, and multiplicity is 2. So how to write the spectral term with this L is equal to 0 and S is equal to half combination? Doublet S half, doublet S half. So that is the first spectral term for L is equal to 0. For L is equal to 1, here there will be two possible values of J, because L plus S, 1 plus 1 half, S is equal to half and L is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 half, that is 3 by 2, and 1 minus 1 half, that is 1 half. So two possible values, L plus S up to L minus S. Only two possible values are there, 1 half and 3 by 2. Since L is equal to 1, so we have to use letter capital P to represent the spectral terms, and multiplicity is 2 again. So therefore doublet P half and doublet P 3 by 2. So these are the spectral terms for L is equal to 1. Then for L is equal to 2, we have to use letter D, 0, 1, 2, S, P, D. Okay, therefore D. And L plus S to L minus S. So what will be the values of J? L is equal to 2, S is equal to half. So 2 plus half, that is 5 by 2, and 2 minus half, that is 3 by 2. So therefore these are the values of the J values, that is 3 by 2 and 5 by 2, and therefore the spectral terms are doublet D 3 by 2 and doublet D 5 by 2. Similarly for L is equal to 3, we have J values, that is 7 by 2 and 5 by 2, because 3 plus half, that is 3 by 2, sorry, 3 plus half, that is 7 by 2, and 3 minus half, that is 5 by 2. Okay, so since L is equal to 3, so letter F you have to use, 0, 1, 2, 3, S, P, D, F. So therefore we are using capital F to represent the spectral term for the corresponding J values 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. So doublet F 5 by 2 and doublet F 7 by 2. So these are all the spectral terms, and these spectral terms, they will be present in the actual spectra. So we have to use these spectral terms, or these spectral terms will appear in the spectra of sodium atom. So let us now study the spectra of sodium. Okay, now you can see this ground state here, the last state, that is the ground state. You can see the last state here, the ground state, that is represented by 3 doublet S half. 3 for the principal quantum number, doublet represent the what we call multiplicity, and S half. Okay, so that is the term, spectral term. Okay, so that is representing the ground state, 3s1 electron. So this is the ground state. Then if you go further higher, so that is 3 doublet P. So 3s, 3p, 4s, then 3d, 4p, 5s. So these are the higher excited, higher energy levels in a sequence. Earlier we have discussed according to above principle. So we have different possibility of transitions. We have different possibility of transitions, and they are represented here in terms of different arrows. You can see here. Okay, so four different series they are shown here: sharp, principal, diffuse, and fundamental. Sharp, principal, diffuse, and fundamental. So we shall discuss here the possible transition. Some of the transitions are allowed and some of the transitions are not allowed. So the selection rules governs which transitions are allowed and which are not allowed. Okay, so with suitable example, we are going to study how a transition is said to be forbidden, that means not allowed, and how one can say that the transition is allowed. Okay, so some of the lines they are shown here, doublet. So three doublet P, okay, 3P. Then you can say 3D. So instead of showing single line here, double lines are shown here. So that is actually representing the fine structure of this particular level. So we shall discuss here how one can understand the spectra of sodium. Okay, so the first series, sharp series, the sharp series. So what is the transition? N doublet S half to 3 doublet P 3 by 2 and 1 half. So these levels are doublet, sharp series. You can see the first shown by red, that is the sharp series. So what is the transition? So all these N doublet S half, that may be 4S to 3P. Okay, so 3P has two levels, you can see here. So the last combination over here, you can see that is the 3 doublet P 3 by 2 and 3 doublet P 1 half. So these two levels are shown here. So from 4S there will be two possible transitions, from 4S to either 3 doublet P half or 4S to 3 doublet P 3 by 2. So therefore the first two lines, red lines, are shown here to represent that transition. Similarly from 5S, again 5S to 3P, 6S to 3P, and so on. Okay, so N is equal to 4 pi 6. So to this 3 doublet P having these two terms, P 3 by 2 and P 1 half. So these several transitions that will constitute the first series, that is the sharp series. Okay, so next is the principal series. So what is the transition representation for principal series? So you can see here N doublet P 3 by 2 and 1 half. So P 3 by 2 and 1 half. You can see here this second level, P 3 by 2 and 1 half, to the ground state level, doublet S half, 3 doublet S half, that is the ground state level. So the second one shown by yellow lines, that represent the principal series. Now the first transition you can see here, 3 doublet P to 3 doublet S half. Now 3 doublet P constitutes of two lines, okay, represented by these two different spectral terms, 3 doublet P 3 by 2 and 3 doublet P 1 half. So there can be a transition either from 3 doublet P 3 by 2 to 3 doublet S half, and another transition 3 doublet P 1 half to 3 doublet S 1 half. So because of these two transition, a sodium doublet is formed. Okay, sodium doublet is formed. So with the help of arrows, I have shown here the first line, lambda is equal to 5890. So that is representing the transition 3 doublet P 3 by 2 to 3 doublet S half. Okay, so that result into a photon emitted of wavelength, that is lambda is equal to 5890 angstrom unit. And the second transition that results from 3 doublet P 1 half to the ground state, that is 3 doublet S half, that constitute another line of wavelength lambda is equal to 5896 angstrom unit. So this is the yellow first and yellow second line in the sodium spectra, or what is known as sodium doublet. Later on in one of the slide in the same video, I shall once again explain this sodium doublet. So principal series, that is because of these transitions from 3 doublet P to 3 doublet S half, that is the ground state. So 3P, then 4P, you can see, then 5P, 6P, and so on. All these yellow lines, they represent the principal series. Now, while reading these particular spectra, any spectra, one must consider the complexity of the particular spectral terms. So, for example, 3 doublet P, it is uh, having the fine structure. Two levels are there instead of only one. There are two spectral terms. Therefore, two very adjacent levels are there. So, therefore, the possible combinations are shown here. Similarly, from 3D also, then there are several other lines in the higher energy levels also, but the separation is too small that it is quite difficult to show on this particular diagram here. Okay, now these first two series we have discussed here. Then there are two more series. The next one, that is diffuse series, shown by again red line, and the last one you can see the fundamental series here to this 3 doublet D level, or 3 doublet D level here from the higher D levels. So the next transition we shall discuss here, that is the for diffuse series. Okay, so diffuse series transition, you can see here n doublet D 5 by 2 and 3 by 2 to 3 doublet P 3 by 2 and half. So these levels, these energy levels, they are triplets. Now the earlier two, if you see the earlier two, that means the sharp series and the principal series, both I have represented here as a doublets. Okay, so earlier while studying the spectral notations, I have told you that the depending on the particular values, okay, so the energy level can be doublet, singlet energy level, doublet energy level, or triplet energy level. So accordingly here we can see this sharp series and principal series both constitute the doublet levels here. Okay, both constitute the doublet levels. The sharp first one here, and this yellow one, that is the principal series. They constitute the doublet series. But if you consider this diffuse series, they are actually triplets. So why they are triplet, we are going to study here. Okay, so you can see here both the transitions involved here, the starting one and the end one. Each of them have two spectral terms. For example, the transition from doublet D, okay, doublet D. So for example, doublet 3D, okay, to doublet doublet P. That means here doublet, this 3 doublet P. So both this 3D and 3P, they have two levels. You can see two horizontal levels very adjacent to each other. So two and these two, so there are four possible combinations. Okay, so two lines, horizontal two lines and horizontal two lines in 3P and 3D here. So for reverse transition, there are four different possible combinations. So you can see here either this from doublet D 5 by 2 to doublet P 3 by 2, or doublet D 5 by 2 to doublet P 1 half. Then doublet D 3 by 2 to doublet P 3 by 2, and doublet D 3 by 2 to doublet P half. So all these four, theoretically four possible combinations are there, but one of them is not allowed according to selection rules. So which one is not allowed, that we shall discuss in the same slide. But three of them out of these four transitions just I have mentioned here, three of them are allowed and only one is not allowed, that is forbidden, and therefore three transitions constitute a triplet here. So therefore diffuse series is actually a what we call the triplet energy level. So all those from 3D, 4D, 5D to this 3P, all these transitions result into a series called as diffuse series, and it is a triplet energy level. Then last one, that is the fundamental series. So what is the transition to 3D? 3D from, you can say, all those transitions to 3D. 3D has two spectral terms, D 5 by 2, you can see here this D 5 by 2 and this D 3 by 2. Okay, from doublet F 7 by 2 and 5 by 2. So doublet F 7 by 2, 5 by 2 to doublet D 5 by 2 and 3 by 2. Again, four possible combinations are there. So doublet F 7 by 2 and 5 by 2, they are not shown in this particular diagram in the higher level, because there are limitations. These line separations are too small and the number of lines are too large here to represent in the same diagram. But remember, the transition is from doublet 7 by 2 5 by 2 to doublet F 7 by 2 5 by 2 to doublet D 5 by 2 3 by 2. So four possible combination, one is not allowed, therefore it is also a triplet. So here n is equal to this 3 4 5 and so on. That means 3f 4f 5f and so on. Here n is equal to 3 4 5, that means 3d 4d 5d and so on. So all these transitions are clearly representing the four different series: sharp series, principal series, diffuse series and fundamental series in the sodium spectra. So principal series, we have seen the sodium doublet. Now I just want to explain why in the triplet. So fundamental series also represent a triplet energy state here. So why this triplet? So we shall consider one example. Out of the four combination, only one possible combination is allowed, not allowed. Okay, three are allowed and one is not allowed. So how this is possible? Let us see now. So for example, here this diffuse series I have chosen here. So for diffuse series, you know that all these transitions from doublet D 5 by 2 3 by 2 to doublet P 3 by 2 1 half. So these four lines you can see here, this one and doublet D 5 by 2, D 3 by 2, then P 3 by 2 and P half. So four lines are shown here, and the arrow, vertical three arrows are shown here. They are representing the allowed transitions. Okay. So one more possible combinations here there. Okay. The first arrow represents the transition from D 5 by 2 to P 3 by 2. The second arrow represents the transition from D 3 by 2 to P 1 half, and the third arrow represents the transition from D 3 by 2 to P 3 by 2. Okay. So all these are allowed. Why they are allowed? Because delta J, you can say delta J, that is plus or minus 1 or 0, but 0 to 0 not allowed. So you can see 5 by 2. So first arrow 5 by 2, D 5 by 2 and P 3 by 2. So 5 by 2 and 3 by 2. So 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is 1 here. Okay. So this transition is allowed. Again, second arrow, you can just vertical arrow downward direction. So D 3 by 2 and P half. So 3 by 2 minus half, that is again 1. So that is allowed. Then third arrow 3 by 2, D 3 by 2 and P 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, that is 0. So delta J is equal to 0, that is also allowed. But one more transition, possible transition. See now, the fourth transition I have shown by the downward direction red arrow, that is D 5 by 2 to P 1 half. So 5 by 2 minus 1 half, that will be 2. Delta J will be 2, and according to selection rule, that is not allowed. Delta J is equal to 2 is not allowed. So that transition is forbidden transition. So only three transitions are allowed. Therefore, a diffuse series is a triplet series. Similarly, you can explain, you can understand why this fundamental series is also a triplet series. So there also you can see two spectral terms here, two spectral terms in the downward transition. So four combinations are there, but one of them is not allowed, where the delta J condition is not satisfied. Selection rule is not satisfied. Okay, so that is all about the triplet state of this sodium spectra. Okay, now the sodium doublet, very famous. Just in the principal series we have seen the transition here, doublet P 3 by 2. So doublet P to doublet S half to the ground state. So that represents the transition in the principal series, one of the transition in the first transition in the principal series. So doublet P 3 by 2, the first arrow indicates here doublet D2. I have written here D2, and the second one is D1. So D2, the downward transition for doublet P3/2 to doublet S half, and the second D1 result because of doublet P1 half to doublet S1 half. So both of these transitions are allowed here. Okay. Now the D2 transition, the energy difference is higher, so wavelength will be lower. The photon given out will be of lower wavelength. And D1, the energy difference, you can see the two levels, energy difference is lower as compared to the transition D2. So therefore, the wavelength will be slightly higher. But the energy difference between these two spectral terms, doublet P3/2 and 1 half, is too small. Therefore, the wavelength difference between D2 and D1, the two lines given because of these two transitions, that difference will be very small. So that is what I just want to represent here, sodium doublet here. So you can see in this particular diagram, so 3p3/2 and 3p1 half, these two levels, okay, and the downward transition to the ground state, doublet S half, okay, 3s half. Okay, so this is the energy represented in electron volt, and you can see here the first transition, this P3/2 to S1 half. Okay, so the higher energy, therefore the smaller wavelength, 589.0 nanometer. Okay, so 5890 angstrom unit you can say, and second one results into 589.6 nanometer, or you can say that is simply 5896 angstrom unit. And the small representation here, the two yellow line vertical lines shown here, that energy difference is 0.5 the spectral difference, that means the wavelength difference between the two lines is 0.597 nanometer. So approximately you can say even slightly less than 6 angstrom unit, 5.97 angstrom unit, that is the spectral difference between the two lines, okay, D2 and D1 in the sodium doublet. So if you observe the sodium spectra in the laboratory, so sodium lamp, you can just observe the spectra through the normal spectrometer. So yellow first and yellow second line usually we observe in the sodium spectra, and these are the actual the sodium doublet that can be observed here because of this particular transition. So spectra of the sodium doublet which is observed in the principal series of the spectra of sodium atom. Then the characteristics of spectra of alkali elements. So we shall discuss some important characteristics here. So the first characteristic, that is the corresponding doublet separation increases with atomic number. Okay, so in alkali elements, as you go to the higher atomic number, the corresponding doublet separation, these doublet, so 3p, so you can see this doublet P 3/2 and doublet P half. So this separation, that will be corresponding separation in the higher atomic number alkali element, that will be more as compared to this. And the reason is obvious, that more force, nuclear force will be there, attracting force. So the electron spin orbit interaction that is taking place here, so that result into large energy difference or large energy change here as compared to this. So stronger electric field because of the more number of protons inside the nucleus of higher atomic number element. So therefore corresponding doublet separation increases with the atomic number. So as you go to the higher alkali element, higher atomic number alkali element, these doublet separation, for example 3p, for the corresponding higher atomic number will be greater. Then so that is very obvious. You can see that is represented by this equation. The term value is given by this formula, A L star S star cos of, that means term value is proportional to A, and A is directly proportional to Z raised to 4. Therefore the term value, so the separation represented by the term value, okay, between the two spectral terms. The spectral term value represent the term value here, okay. So A is directly proportional to Z raised to 4. So higher is the atomic number, A will be higher, and definitely term value will be higher. So the energy corresponding to higher atomic number will be greater. Then second characteristics is doublet separation in ionized alkaline earths are longer than the corresponding doublets in alkali metals. So definitely in ionized alkaline earths, in an ionized form, the negative charge will be less. So the corresponding nuclear force in that particular case, because of the uh, particular positive charge residing in the nucleus, that will be greater on the electron. So therefore the total nuclear charge, positive charge, is same in the atom and the ionized alkaline earth, but the negative charge has reduced in the ion. Therefore the effect will result into the longer doublet separation in case of ionized alkaline earth as compared to the doublets in the alkali metals. Then the next characteristics, within each element doublet separation decreases going to higher member of a series. You can see here. Okay, so here doublet separation is greater, but 3D you can see doublet separation, the two differences, they are less, and if you go further higher, F and so on. So F, that the term values we have seen earlier in the uh, doublet F terms. Okay, doublet F 7 by 2, 5 by 2, and so on. So the difference becomes so small, so that is not possible to represent on the diagram also here. So within each element doublet separation decreases in going higher member of the series, higher member of the series. So this is again related with the corresponding value, the corresponding value of L. Okay, so L is increasing here. Therefore, so if you see the earlier relations, so the term value, it is inversely proportional to L. So when you go to the higher side, L value is increasing, therefore the term value is decreasing, and that is what this characteristic is indicating here. Within each element doublet separation decreases in going to higher member of a series. And the last characteristic here, within each element P doublets are wider than D doublets of the same N. Similarly, D are wider than F. So you can see here. So for the same N, so 3P and 3D. Okay. So 3P is more wider. So you can see the line separations are for 3P are shown more as compared to 3D here. You can notice the difference. The line separations are 3P are more than 3D. So this is the reason the L value, as L value increases here, the term separation in is inversely proportional to L here. Therefore, it decreases with the increase in L. So that is what the main characteristics of the spectra of alkali elements.